Look real good. There's the sunset over there. Okay. Now I'm going to pan out a little bit so you can get a feeling by looking at that truck. How far away I'm going. Look at them clouds over there lit up. Look at that. The hell's over there? Now there's a street light, but right behind that street light there's a very bright spot in the cloud. And right behind this leaf, now I'll move, it's that other bright spot and that other one. But look at where the light is coming from. This is just unbelievable. See, that's an orange looking light. Sorry, there's a Harley nearby. That's an orange-red glow. And up here, these are lit up by something that's white. Now we do have clouds now. I'm not sure if it's the smoke or if it's clouds. Okay, this is unbelievable. I walked out here outside my fence to see how far the sprinkler was going. Look what's right in front of me. This is the north. Okay? This is that same truck. Over there's where the sun went down. That's the north. Glad I walked around the corner here, my goodness. Yeah, through the trees over there's that glow. Also, wow. Okay, I'm still out here working. Now, you can remember the sun went down right there in the center of the screen. But let me walk down here a little bit and see if you can see that glow better. Now look at that freaking glow over there. That's not where the sun went down. It's a little bit to the left of it, or south. The sun went down over there in that other small clearing, as far as I recall. All I know is that's weird looking. Okay. Now all the other parts that were lit up have basically gone gray. Okay, just that one little part right there. Wow. When I look at it through the viewfinder, it looks like that clear spot in the sky is a disc, but it's a clear spot. It's showing a different color of blue sky behind it. Okay then.
And you can see there, the sun is on the left. You can see the small black dot, which is just to the right of center of the sun. That is the tiny ball of Mercury. Mercury, you now know so many interesting and fascinating facts from Sue astronomer Bob Berman. You'll be able to tell all your friends. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is that large round thing to the right of the sun? Well, that's our second sun. I don't know if you knew that we had a second sun, but there it is. It's normally hidden from view. NASA and other organisations, they usually hide that stuff away from us. They don't tell us the truth, but you know, there it is. It's true. Anyway, I want to welcome our
So like I said on the little color clip before I played that clip of Paul Cox, I was watching that live. I watched the SLU broadcast live that day, and I was a part of the forum from which a member sent an email to him asking about what he said, and he got a response. So this is an article I found on a search about that. So it says that Paul Cox, employed by SLU, makes an astonishing claim that our solar system contains two suns. Someone sent them the copy of the email. And the following image is a supposed email with astronomer known as Paul Cox, who works with SLU and happens to be a very well-known astronomer. He mentioned during the Mercury Transit live broadcast that our solar system contains two suns. The amount of deception that goes into the workings of covering up the truth about our solar system is flat out astonishing. The reality is, even though this is not a 100% confirmation of the possibility of a second sun in our solar system, the truth inches closer and closer. I'm just going to have to read this, I guess. Someone wrote to him, "Greetings, Paul. I wish I had found this address before I wrote to friends@slu.com, because the last thing I wanted is somebody else reading my message, deleting it, or impersonating you with some cooked-up response. Anyways, I wonder you might be getting a ton of messages and emails of people who watched your broadcast during Mercury's transition, going nuts over your remark about we be living in a binary system. In this last week, there was a lot of discussion in conspiracy forums on whether or not you were serious or just mocking the subject. This is me talking aside, one of the guys that's really big over there who has a large telescope said that Paul Cox said that because he was making fun of people who believe in Nibiru. That was his posit. Okay, back to the email. Assuming it was not a joke and that glowing object beside the sun was indeed a second star in our system, rather than some optical effect, can you please explain how far from the sun it is now and why it looked so close during the live feed? What about their massive gravity pull? What's its nature, a brown dwarf star or what? Will it be visible to the naked eye anytime soon? Will it trigger any gravitational effects on Earth? Why amateur astronomers worldwide didn't blow the horn yet? Man, I can't wait for your answers. Sorry if you already got this email. I'm having some hard time with email servers today. Thanks in advance and take care. Paul Cox wrote back, Hi, I've been told that I shouldn't make any comment on what I said. The broadcast was about the transit of Mercury, Mercury being the messenger to the gods. In my previous career as a specialist architect, I designed COG, which stands for Continuity of Government, and other underground facilities. The plans that governments and large organizations have and are making to mitigate some events are to a scale and extent the general population is in ignorance about and would hardly believe even if they saw it in black and white. It's not a conspiracy, it's just a lot of silence and obscuration. Okay, that is not, wow, either there's a lot of Mandela effects around this, or I'm having a moment. To begin with, in the clip, I clearly remember him saying, NASA keeps those things hidden, but we can tell you about those things because we're SLU, we're not NASA. And that was not in any of the clips that I found. I looked at 3 or 4 different clips before deciding on the one from Ed at Esoteric Detective. And it wasn't in any of the clips. And I know he said that. And also, I know, well, maybe I don't know. See, there I am second. I could have sworn he said the word Blackwater. That he had mentioned that he had worked with Blackwater. And that those guys were no joke. Or scary people, or somehow or another he alluded that they'd be sure to come after him. And this last bit was not here. I don't remember. I don't know. I might have to look for another copy of this email just to double check this. Anyhow, Paul comments in his email. Maybe I can click this and see it bigger. Maybe there's more than one. Wow, that's unbelievable that this seems so different. But apparently he knows about the underground facilities. You know, we got 3 asteroids coming tomorrow, supposedly. Although, you know, if we're on flat Earth, what the hell are asteroids? But, you know, maybe some pissed off demigod throwing some rocks or something. I really, I don't know. Anyway, this is freaking me out that the clip was different and that this is different also. But this is what it is. Well, I guess maybe he deletes his live streams. I don't see what I was watching. Unless it just happened at the end of this one. It was yesterday. I watched a video and he had a clip from someone else that said they had gotten information from a geological a person that had gone down to China Lake, and they discovered that there was more magma under Ridgecrest than there is in Yellowstone. And supposedly there was some inside information. Also, he said that all the dams, they were lowering all the water levels. He said someone asked them why they were lowering the dams, that they saw someone lowering the dams, and it's a lot of he said, whatever, but supposedly the dam worker said that it was because of the threat of earthquakes in that area. Okay, so I saw that, and then today, let me find the right tab here, I see on Mary Greeley that Wednesday, which it's now Wednesday right now, it'll be at, I looked it up, it'll be at 6:31 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're East Coast, that's 9:31 for the biggest one, or this one, I guess. Anyhow, rather than try to play any of her video or anything, I'm going to go over here, and she has a website, marygreeley.com. So I'll just look at this article. NASA expects the asteroid dubbed 2019 OD to skim our home world in a so-called Earth close approach trajectory. It's going to be at 1:31 p.m. UTC. It says there's no need to panic. It's going to be, pretty far away. What is all this stuff on? Oh, prepper stuff. Okay. The second largest asteroid to approach on Wednesday is called 2015 HM10. And then there's a third one, the third and final. So 3 asteroids are coming by tomorrow. Okay, the biggest one is at, oh, well, this one's different. I need to look that time frame up. Wow. Yeah, I need to look that time frame up. I don't know if we can see it in the sky, but I found some other links that are amazing. To begin with, I want to show you this one, because this was one of the first ones I found. Look at the picture they have. Read more. Watch major asteroid destroy Earth in fiery crash simulation. I mean, wow. So this site is really good. I'm guessing we could put in other names. I looked up this one because I found this name first. This is the one that comes, look down here, 2019 OD's orbit is 0.00 AU from Earth's orbit at its closest point. That means it's here. Okay, so it says it's going to be this far away from Earth, but it's going to be between us and the moon, supposedly. And it's comparable to a school bus or smaller. Anyhow, head over to Mary Greeley if you want to read about all that. And then look at some more stuff. And, I probably wrote it on a card earlier, a color card in this video, but I have been, there was that video from And We Know about the serial brain decode, about why we aren't seeing the planes laying the trails. And it just suddenly occurred to me, maybe they're not doing it because they've all gone into their bunkers. And I've never made a video like this before, but I really felt like I needed to put this one together. I really don't know. I don't live in a place where earthquakes can happen. However, if a supervolcano goes, any of the ones they talk about, I'll probably die of the gases if nothing else. But, there's a lot of information flooding at us, and how we talk about distractions, and I remember somebody saying, what if PG was a distraction? And I'm like, how could that possibly be it? But you know what? If the whole world's going to fall apart and most people are going to die, they'd be pulling anything out of their asses that they could. But anyway, I've got to stop talking now because I have to turn my fans back on. It was incredibly hot. I turned my fans off so I could talk and make a video. And now it got very long. Good night.